in the heats, but it's the 400-meter champion, Light Pile quartet, including the ex-women's champion, Marley Vildre. Hungary have got the same quartet as in the heat earlier today. Steigerwald, Faleki, Szoszki and Simon. Personnel, but they do change the order. Jaisalan still on the first, Zala comes from the anchor to the second leg, then it's to Thena Rasu, and Rupal has gone to the anchor. The Australians are still the same, with Reynolds, Guthrie, Thorne. Lane 2 is Belgium. One change for them. Abdul Wahab comes in on the third leg to back up Pingeon, Dur and Lombert. And on the inside, with Botswana, Shoshoka, Batsiani, Tijeri and Ditalo, the same quartet that qualified from the morning heats.
Set.
Off we go then. 4 laps of the track, the first lap and a half in lanes. Herring out at the start is Xavier Donaldson, who was the lead leg for the USA this morning. Hurtling after him is the South African lead man from the morning heats as well, Mti Umtakulu. So Vernon van Rensburg, who's the man who's made way for the champion, Light Pile. And the South Africans looking pretty well placed, even taking into account the stagger. Who will be first to hand over? It is the South Africans, just ahead of the Australians on the inside. So South Africa with Malepo, Precious Malepo, now with the baton in hand. Also on the second leg this morning. Reached the semi-finals of the individual event in the women. Poland, though, now way out in front. This is where you expect the Poles to be. Daniel Soltysiak has handed on to Weronika Bartnoszka. The Americans being overtaken by the Australians. That's Isabella Guthrie, who took it from Thomas Reynolds. As they come over, Poland have the lead. Karolowski takes it. It was a bit of a nightmare there for the South Africans. They obviously rate their gold medalist, because he's now got an awful lot of work to do. Pule in 5th place, now going into 3rd and now looking for 2nd. Let's hope the enthusiasm of the relay hasn't got the better of him. He wouldn't be the first to go racing off down the back straight, only to suffer coming back down the final straight. But if any man can do it, it's the silky South African. That's Botswana, Muji Tejeri. But he's being overtaken at the back. This is a brilliant race. Brilliant run by the individual champion, and he's given South Africa a chance, not just of a medal, but perhaps the gold. Alexander Formella, though, has the baton for the Poles. Marley Viljoen, the outgoing 400-meter champion, has the baton for the South Africans. Viljoen couldn't get past the semi-finals individually. Will she be able to get in touch with the Polish leader, who is Alexander Formella? Formella fourth in the 400 meters flat, behind Barbara Malikova of the Czech Republic. The race is on, but Viljoen is not going to be able to catch the Polish Formella, who's going to bring Poland home to take the gold. South Africa the silver, and the United States of America beating India to the bronze. A new event on the calendar, but it's a familiar relay force that has taken the title. Poland so often get it right when it comes to 4x400 meter relays, whether it's men or women's, and now they've combined to great effect. 3:15.58 the winning time. South Africa 3:16.42. The United States another second and a half behind them. India missing out on the bronze medal by about half a second. Australia fifth, Hungary in sixth, and Belgium in seventh. Botswana, who were trying to move back up the rankings, in the end came home in eighth. Well, how different might it be if South Africa had got that changeover absolutely spot on? Well, it was the South Africans. Here is the muffed changeover from Malepo to Pile. The one thing you shouldn't do in a relay is look back to see where the baton is. It's the responsibility of the athlete coming in to place it in your hand, and as soon as you look around, then you start reaching for it, and then that kind of thing happens. Also very tempting to go off too hard. You've got to remember that when a 400 meter runner is coming in for the changeover, they're exhausted. They've given everything.